Hey guys, it's Sarah. And I am coming to you today. What is going on? For, well, I'm just feeling a little nostalgic this morning. I can't decide if that's too loud or not, those cars. So I'm gonna wind it up. So this morning when I was driving down the road and having some prayer time, I was thinking about the weekend, and I don't guess I have to be buckled because I'm just sitting in a parking lot. I was just thinking about the weekend and all the things I'd accomplished, and I was praying about it and really just thanking God for all the goodness and how far that I've come in my journey. And so I was kind of feeling nostalgic about it and just wanted to talk about it. It's a little bright. So I just want to talk about the 5K. I would love to insert pictures, and I only have 10 minutes, so I got to be a little fast. I'd love to insert pictures, but I don't know how to do that, so I'll probably try to make like a picture video montage, because I took several of the weekend, just to share. Those that are friends with me on Facebook probably saw them, but I do have a couple that I didn't put on there, but just to kind of share the event and how things went. So, yeah, I did my first 5K this weekend, and I just feel so blessed to been able to do that. I did not run the entire thing, but I did run the majority, especially of the second half. I'm going to talk about that in a second. So, it was just a really good weekend full of non-scale victories. And, I just kind of wanted to share that with you guys. I'm 212 pounds, and for me to come on and say that I ran a large portion of a 5K is a really big deal. And I hope that this video inspires others to know that they can do it. This time last year, I would have probably cracked up and said, there is no way. This time last year, could I have done a 5K? I probably could have walked a 5K. I could not have, I was 350 pounds, and I would have been physically not as good of shape. My legs would have been hurting, my feet would have been hurting. We had to park about 1.5 miles away from where our run was, and we walked there and back. And I don't know. I mean, I would have done it, but I don't think but would have been so physically exhausted. It would have been very draining. I definitely could not have run any portion of a 5K. So, just to think about physically where I am, as well as emotionally, just where I am in a year, or almost a year, is pretty astounding. I feel really blessed. And so, I hope that this inspires you guys to just try things. I will also tell you that I talk smack about runners. And mostly it was probably thinking about it out of jealousy. I said, I don't ever want to be a runner. Running annoys me. I don't know why people do the runs. No matter how small I get, I'm never going to be a runner. I don't enjoy it. Now, let me just say, the race itself was super fun. And my new goal is to completely run an entire 5K. That's what I'm working up toward. Do I just love to just run? No, not really, but I am learning to enjoy it. And I really feel like, for me, running has started to be a game changer. I've heard Grell Be Gone talk about that. And I think she's right. For me, physically, I'm in a different place. And it seems to be what I need for right now. So I'm really enjoying that more. Let me just talk about the 5K a little bit. So I've already said my best friend and I, we did not really do things the smart way. Our race wasn't until 3, and it was the Color Me Chattanooga, and it was for this organization called Signal Centers, which is where she works. It's a nonprofit organization that provides services and jobs and childcare and just all these different awesome options for children and adults that have special needs. And they do a lot of other things, but that's just one branch of it. And they were basically raising money for that. And they were successful. They raised like $70,000. That's what this race was for. And it was awesome. And there was kids there, and, kids and adults both that had special needs. And You know, I found myself getting emotional on and off just for the whole experience, but, you know, also being there and seeing them and that kind of stuff. I mean, I'll do that on a daily basis. That's what I work with, kids that have developmental delays or special needs, but I still get emotional about it. So our race wasn't until 3. We went up the night before, and we did a little shopping then, and then we got up Saturday morning and shopped, and we split a banana with some peanut butter, and then after we shopped till about 2. Is that right? 2? And then we left the mall and went down to the race site. Ended up having to walk a mile and a half to get to the race. Let me just also say, this was the first time I've been shopping, and we still didn't do shopping. But the first time I've been shopping since I really lost weight. I have been shopping some, but not like a full day or half a day or anything. And this is the first time so I was anxious to see how I would do, and my feet didn't hurt not one time. That is something that I did struggle with. Now, I kept going, but my feet constantly hurt. Pretty much after being on them for about 15 minutes, my feet would start hurting. And I didn't have any of that. I was able to just keep going and shopping. So we shopped most of the morning, and then we walked a mile and a half to the 5. These are all things that I could not have done. I might have could have done them, but not like this. And still have energy left over. I mean, I slept good Saturday night, don't get me wrong. And my legs bothered me a little bit the next day. But just amazing, the things that I was able to accomplish this weekend. And then I ran a 5K. Ran part of a 5K. And I walked the other part. So, earlier last week, my best friend made some comment to me about hills. And I don't know if anybody knows much about Chattanooga, Tennessee, but it is very hilly. It's the mountainous area. And I had not thought about that. What I had been freaking out was that it is so much harder to run outside than it is on a treadmill. For whatever reason, I don't know. I don't know if it's the uneven ground or the fact that there are hills. I don't know. But it's harder. So when I started freaking out about the hills because I thought I can't do hills. So we took off. There were several waves that went out in the run, and we were in the first wave that went out. And we took off. We started off running. About 5 minutes into the first hill, I had to stop. I was like, we are going to have to walk. So we started walking. We get past that hill. We run again. We come up to another hill, and I stop. I start walking. We get past that hill. We come around a curve. We start again. And then we start running, and people are like, oh, you're almost there, you're doing a good job, blah, 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 blah. And my best friend says, so is this it? And I was like, surely not. And she said, well, I mean, everybody said you're almost there. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess. She said, well, if you don't mind, I want to say that I've ran a 5K, so I'm going to go back around. And I was like, okay, whatever. Well, I had to potty. So at the finish line, there were some porta potties. So I decided I was going to go potty, but then on the way there, I was like, I am not pottying in this tutu in a porta potty. So I decided not to do that, and I got my phone out, and I looked at the time, and it said 3:18. The race started at 3. I said, there's no way that I just walked 3 miles in 18 minutes. There's no way. Because I knew what I was doing on the treadmill or, at the park. And so I look up ahead. Somebody had given me a water bottle, at the end of the race. I look up ahead, and there's all these people, and I realized that we were not even done. We'd just done like the first half. So I just take off running without my best friend. It was too late to catch her. So the second half, I ran the majority of that. And then when I was just about to the finish line, I met my best friend who was just starting the second half. And when I got to the finish line, I walked, got back in the race again, and then walked and met her, and then we ran the rest of the way in. So it was just an awesome experience. It was for a great cause. We got dirty. We got colors everywhere. And not only did we, after the race, we joined in like this big group with all this color. They kept having these color bash where they would throw color everywhere. We danced. And then we walked back a mile and a half to our car, drove home after an hour, drove not home, but to her sister's house, and then took her niece shopping. So I was still awake at like 12:30 that night and still feeling pretty good. So yeah, a lot was accomplished this weekend. I got to hurry. I'm at 9:37, and I just wanted to share that experience with you guys and encourage somebody else to start running and know that you can do it. Over 200 pounds, you can be a runner. I can do it. You can do it. So anyways, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'm going to try to do a video thing later when I have time. Okay, bye.